Crash survivors build a plane. But just as they were about to take off in their plane, a group of hijackers suddenly appeared not far away. They're on the verge of a 10,000-meter cliff. If they can't take off successfully, everyone will fall off the cliff instantly. But what happened? It turns out that not long ago a transport plane suddenly came to the oil exploration base. Annie spotted the plane and realized something was wrong, so she went to the head of the company. She found out that the company had decided to close the site and evacuate all the staff immediately. The leaders were determined to shut down the wells. Annie found the pilot of the plane named Parker. But in the face of this situation, Parker said he was only responsible for flying the plane. He didn't care if the wells were shut down or not, and had no choice but to accept the situation as it was. Soon enough, the crew shut down the oil well and loaded up the plane for the return trip. Just as the plane was about to close its doors, a strange man approached the plane. The man said he traveled here on foot and wanted a ride back to the city. The captain didn't refuse him. But what they didn't expect, not long after the plane took off, suddenly there was an unprecedented dust storm in front of them. The co-pilot, Peter, thought it would be a good idea to turn the plane back and wait for the storm to pass before taking off again. But Parker said that would take all day. So he decided to take the bull by the horns. A passenger came into the cockpit and said that the plane was seriously overloaded, and for safety reasons we should return the plane immediately. But Parker was not convinced. He insisted on flying through the sandstorm. But as they reached the center of the storm, the plane suddenly lost control. Parker had no choice but to steer the plane down into the desert. But unfortunately, he crashed through a hatch on the way down. After an unknown period of time, the plane finally made it down. The survivors said a brief prayer for the victims. The plane was unable to take off. In order to escape from the desert, they made a bold decision.